My KVK is finally over, unfortunately with the losing result, but we had some great achievements which we did on this account, and I'm going to overview those achievements. Also, finally we have a new season with the new features of the season which we have to discuss because we have to know what's ahead, so we will be more prepared, and of course some new events which are coming to the game. We're gonna discuss all of these topics, so stick around and let's dive in, right? The first of all, the last season achievements, we finally got 12 million merits as a tier 4 player, which is a big achievement because I have been playing this game already for, I don't know, more than 800 days, and as a tier 4 player, it was my first time ever getting 12 million merits without any farm account, without any like help, any merit trading. This is a pure war gathered, war gained merits, right? Which makes me happy, and of course, for the future season, I will try my best to make these 12 million merits as a normality, which will be a great thing because, of course, we got one extra Yggdra crystal. Plus, I have to mention that we got these 12 million merits and only resource healed 3 million troops, which is really important. But why we got this 12 million merit? Of course, there is one most important reason, because last KVK finally I awakened Zyda, and the difference between non-awakened Zyda and awakened Zyda is pretty high, because I generally got extra 3 to 4 million merits since I awakened Zyda, right? I was getting randomly like 35, 40, 45k merits with the Magrot and Zyda, and of course that's the most important hero pair if you are playing as an archer, even if you are tier 4 players, which is the big example is showing on the screen, right? 12 million merits. Of course, in the last video I showed how I got it. But yeah, I think the biggest reason why we can get those amount of merits is of course Zyda and Magrat, right? But yes, our second legendary hero, which is Kinara, was mainly used as a control type of hero pair with the control talents. We all know how much debuffs the Kinara hero pairs are dealing in general, and in addition to that, Reticent is amazing skill to choose to play with. When your Legion casts a rage skill, they have 25% chance to silence the target, preventing them from the casting rage skill for 2 seconds, right? That's amazing against every single troop type in the game. Doesn't matter which one you're gonna choose, silencing enemies plus additional debuffs which Kinara is giving was pretty useful in my KVK, right? Why I'm not going to invest in Falgrim and Sibyl, that's pretty easy to understand, because I feel like Falgrim and Sibyl is gaining same amount of merits as Kinara, Nico, Sidron and Freygar, right? I will wait for newest archers, and until the newest archers will be introduced to the game, I'm going to invest my legendary tokens on Musyang, because I think Musyang is the only hero which can be played with every single hero in the game, and the hero pair will do absolutely fine, right? I think this hero will be most valuable for my account because I don't have a lot of awakened heroes. I only put my legendary tokens on archers, and I think having good levels on Musyang will help me to be more successful during the PvP, right? And of course, since I'm only in the home kingdom right now, I'm only gonna put legendary tokens on the Musyang. I will wait until the KVK will start, and then I will decide if I'm gonna put all of the legendary tokens or not, right? But I think it will be really important for my account to have such an impressive and in my opinion, is one of the most OP heroes in the game, and that's why I'm trying my best to get as much legendary tokens, so I will have a chance to use this hero next KVK. And I will show you guys how effective this hero is in terms of merits, in terms of battlefield, and so on, right? So I think right now it's time for us to speak about the most important, which was in this video regarding the new season. Of course, last KVK was like pretty disappointing because we were playing on Winter is Up on Us, which is the old KVK, and finally we got War of the Last Snows, which is the new season with the new features and new fun mechanics, right? So in order for us to know what to expect, we have to know what's coming in the game, right? Camp versus Camp, the Frost Dragon Zynorus has murdered the High King. Basically, that's the lore. let's go to the most important, right? The lords have come across the realm, forming two camps, the Holy Hammer and the Swarm Shield. They will set off from the four regions of the Belleron, crossing the tundra to put an end of the Frost Dragon's icy vengeance. So basically, when the KvK will start, there will be two camps, like blue camp and red camp. It should be the automatic placement on which alliance will be on which camp. Basically, the idea of the camp versus camp is that you will have one teammate, and one alliance will have one teammate, your enemy will have one teammate, and whoever takes the Frost Dragon Xeneros will be the winner of the KvK. That's basically it, right? The most important aspect about this is that they will set off from four regions of Belleron. I think it means that it will be automatic placement, who will be versus who, and who will be the allies, which means there won't gonna be any diplomacy from the officers or the leaders, which makes me happy because I think in general diplomacy is ruining the fun of the Call of Dragons, because people think that winning diplomacy is to just win by the diplo. No, diplomacy is great whenever everybody is happy fighting and whoever is like stronger wins the KvK, right? I don't believe in the Call of Dragons where diplomacy winning is a good way of winning KvK. But everybody has different opinion. The simple fact that it won't gonna be any diplomacy in this KvK is already great and already makes me excited to check what's gonna happen in the next KvK. The team up. During the scenario registration matchmaking phase, the season will introduce realm classes and team up mechanics. Registered realms will be divided into A, B, C, and D class realms. A and B class realms can team up together, as can C and D class realms. The realms with the most power in their class will be designated as a Paragon realms. Paragon realms cannot team up together. Once the team up phase has ended, realms are yet to team up will be automatically matched with partners. That's the key. Finally, the teams of similar power will be matched against each other, with one team being designated to the Holy Hammer and the other the Sworn Shield. The two camps will then do battles across Bellerin. This is amazing. Basically, I think same power alliances will be team up together, and enemies will be team up as the same power alliances. If somebody will be extra powerful in terms of power, let's say like all the other alliances are 12 billion power and one alliance is like 15 or 16, it will be like Paragon Realm. This one alliance will be alone, kinda. But the most important is, of course, the idea of this thing being automatic, which means no longer diplomacy. My alliance is really happy because we are fighters and we don't care about winning or losing in general because of rewards. We actually only care about getting as much fights as possible, and if the result of these fights will be the winning of the KvK, that's an even bigger achievement, right? So team up, amazing feature, everything is automatics, and I'm looking forward to it, how it will land, right? Hopefully the powers of the alliances will be similar, so the whole KvK will be fair and with a lot of fights. The classes, which is another feature of the new KvK, let's try to find out what those classes are actually doing. To stand a chance against the mighty Frost Dragon, brave warriors must go above the beyond the call of duty. Players must choose from different classes, learning proficiencies from their class mentor to bring unique advantages to the battlefield, right? So I can see there is like 4 classes. I'm not really sure. Maybe one is priest, one is druid, warrior, or mage. I'm not really sure. It's really hard to understand from the icons, but I think those classes will do different things around the battlefield. Like maybe, for example, priest will heal or resurrect the legion, the march during the fight. Maybe warrior will tank even more and give buffs. So it's pretty interesting. Like, these ideas are bringing the new fun to the game. It gives us the new chances to try the newest new skills which we have not had in Call of Dragons before. So yeah, I think it's really hard to understand what those classes does or what the skills those classes have, but in my opinion, this should be fun. At least hopefully it won't gonna break the game, and hopefully it will be balanced, right? So If this will land good, it will be fine. The Warbands share behemoth buffs. When an alliance occupies a behemoth layer, all members of this alliance warband will share the behemoth buffs. Certain behemoth confer powerful buff that only apply to field legions in the behemoth current region. I'm not really sure if this is a newest feature. Maybe it is. If it was that, it wouldn't be really here. Well, I guess it will make the Warband feature easier, because I know how frustrating it was to just leave the alliances, jump to the Warband, take the behemoths, leave the alliance again, and back to the home, right? I think it was pretty disturbing feature, and if it will stay like this, it will be pretty fun, right? Proving Grounds, ancient ancestor statue can be found at the regional borders and islands across the Belleron. You can reach ancestor statues through pass, statue portals, fights for your alliance in challenges set by statue dwarven guardians, and claim the ancestor statue for your alliance, which basically means Proving Grounds is there already for a while in every single KVK. It's not a new feature, it's just another feature which was with us for a while, and yeah, I guess I hopefully, like last KVK, I wasn't able to get the maximum amount of legendary tokens from the Proving Grounds, but hopefully next KVK I will be able to get it, right? So yeah, Proving Grounds are still here. New policies. When the new season starts, you will be able to enact new policies to suit your development path. Master the art of statecraft to claim victory. You might say why you are actually reading the new policies, because every single new KVK we are getting new policies, right? I think this KVK will be really special because there is a high chance we are going to get long-range warfare in the new policies, and that might break the game in total, right? We know some kind of details about the long-range warfare in the policies. They are saying it might be a toggle. You will lose some attack, defense, and HP, but you will get the same range as a mage players. As an archer main, it's a pretty important topic for myself. I have to actually see what the numbers are and how those numbers will affect the troop type. And then I will decide if I will keep the medium range and play like normally, or I will be happily glad to lose some attributes and have the highest range. Not the highest range, but at least the same range as mage players. So this is the season map. This is source 5, the Belleron map. These two spawning places, I guess from one team, let's say blue team will spawn here and here. Red team will spawn on topper side of the map and top left, right, and in the middle there will be a dragon, which we will be able to capture it. So I think this map might look way better than season 3 map, because season 3 map was having actually only one entrance to the last behemoths, which was a horrible decision in my opinion, because it was just whoever was near the dragon was basically the winner of the KVK, right? So I hope this season of Stripe 5's dragon will have a couple of at least 2 entrances, so it will be fair fight during the zone 5, because well, zone 5 are basically the most important zone to fight for in Call of Dragons, right? So yeah, that's the idea of the new season. Meanwhile, if you guys are just like me in the home kingdom, there is couple of things you can actually do to prepare yourself until the next KVK, right? First of all, clear your hospital. I know it will take time because you are not having the elixir production buffs from the policies, but that's fine. Slowly try to get the hospital empty, because if the hospital is full, you basically won't gonna be ready for the next KVK. Also, if you are a tier 4 player and you are still trying to get arrows and rally drum, don't use your SP potions right now. Wait for the Brink of War. Whenever a Brink of War will start, you can actually use your SP potions. Regarding the legendary tokens, my advice would be don't spend legendary tokens whenever you are in the home kingdom, because it won't gonna affect anything, because there is not a single fight in home kingdom. Wait until KVK will start, collect the tokens, collect the VIP dailies, and whenever you will be near of starting the fight, then you can actually put the legendary tokens in the game, because you never know, maybe in the next season newest hero will come out which we had no idea, and you will say, come on, why I have put the legendary tokens before the KVK, right? So yeah, that's like main keys. Of course, try to gather as much as possible because home kingdom is the best place to farm. You are basically preparing yourself to heal, to use your resource heal in the next KVK while you are farming as much as possible in your home kingdom. And yeah, starting the next next KVK with a lot of resources is really great because you are really positive in terms of your capabilities, and hopefully, as I have done it last KVK and I have got the 12 million merits, you guys will be able to get those 12 million merits in your future KVKs, right? Hopefully this was interesting video. If it was, press like, subscribe, share. It always gives me more and more motivation to make more content for this game. I wish everybody amazing day, morning and night. We are going to see each other really soon. Bye bye and good luck.